So I'm still working on my coffee, almost done with it, just need a few more sips. So I'm going to get started on making my breakfast. For breakfast today, I'm going to make a banana smoothie milkshake. I think it's more of like a milkshake, but recently it's been one of my favorites. So I'm going to make that, and I'm also going to make a small just batch of steel cut oats with some fruit, and I'll show you how I make that. So let's head on to making my breakfast for today.
Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair.
Here's our oatmeal, just a simple oatmeal with blueberries and maple syrup and banana. And I'm gonna top it with some Vietnamese cinnamon. It's the one that I picked up at Sprouts because they had it on sale and I wanted to try it. I wanted to see if there really is a difference in cinnamon. I usually don't use the 3-minute steel cut oats, but I didn't make any yesterday. So I thought, hey, I have those there. I wonder how it'll taste, because typically I make my oatmeal in the Instant Pot.
Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back some.
And that is it for Monday's breakfast. We got some oatmeal, we got some coffee, and we got a smoothie. Definitely try this milkshake out. Highly recommend it. It tastes really yummy with the strawberries and the bananas, and it just takes me back to like the smoothies my mom used to make me in the morning, like before heading off to school. I'll see you tomorrow morning. So for Tuesday's breakfast, I am having a simple toast with some nut butter, some banana, and some flaxseed, and we are going to put that together. Super simple, but honestly, this is so delicious. You could also switch out the mixed nut butter that I used for PB2 powder and mix it with some water, and there you go. You can have some PB2 that's lower in fat. Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday and I'm about to head to an appointment, and this morning I had to help Victor pack his lunch. So I am running a little late, meaning I will be having breakfast after I come back from my appointment, but I am going to have something. Yesterday I made some date bliss balls with oatmeal, almonds, and stuff like that, and they look like this. A recipe for this is coming soon. These are not low in fat, but these are perfect for right now that I'm, you know, having a baby. So for right now, I'm gonna take 2 of these. They're packed with peanut butter, oats, and a lot of other stuff, so it should hold me over until I come back from my appointment. It's really close and it shouldn't take too long. It's just a usual checkup. So gonna have these, and I will see you when I get back from that appointment so that we could have some breakfast. Just got back from my doctor's appointment. I made a quick stop to Whole Foods to get some bananas and some plums for Victor. So now I'm going to make my bagel. You guys have seen this, so I'll just show you at the very end. I feel like I did a lot already this morning, so I am ready for breakfast. The Bliss Balls did help hold me over, but I definitely want like something more filling. So I'm gonna make my bagel, and then I'll show you how it looks like. You guys have seen it before though, so it's nothing too exciting, but bagels are always delicious. But this is one of my favorite easy breakfasts to have. These are definitely going to become one of the weekly things that we pick up. I just love how good it is for you. And I mean, even when I was going through that season where I was losing weight, I was still eating like bagels. I was still eating bread. I didn't shy away from that. I was eating pasta. I get asked that all the time, like if I would eat bread or pasta or stuff like that that's a little bit more processed, and I did. Granted, I didn't eat it every single day. I feel like now I eat it more often. At least now I feel like I eat it more often, and that's just because back in the day I didn't know about so many healthier options than I do now. Now I'm aware of things like this, like seeded bagels. Like, who would have thought? Like I wouldn't have. I didn't know the difference between like a white bread and seeded bread. I had no idea, but now that I know, then I enjoy including it in my diet, and yes, more often, and that's okay. It's what works for you, and yes, it's more processed, but it's still made of plants. And that's kind of how I transitioned over to being able to just kind of freely enjoy certain processed foods like breads and pastas. But that's just my take on it.
You understand that we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
And that's it for this morning's breakfast. Again, I love having this. This is one of my very frequently made breakfasts. Hope this gives you some inspiration on how to keep it simple. Hi friends, so now it is Thursday and we are making a smoothie bowl for today's breakfast. Let's get started. And that is the breakfast for today. Super filling and delicious. So I'm gonna go eat this, enjoy my morning. And I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's breakfast. Good morning, good morning. It is a Friday, the last day of our week of breakfast. I'm having a little bit of a later start to my day. Well, I woke up early, but I'm having like my breakfast a little late. It is 9. I got caught up doing a couple of things. I made Victor his breakfast, packed his lunch, and then we're still having the ant problem. I don't know if any of you might remember that I mentioned we're having an ant problem, so I'm gonna go buy some Windex. Hopefully that will help. But if you guys have any remedies for ants that will get rid of them, please let me know down in the comments, because it's getting a little frustrating because I wiped everything down yesterday because we had a swarm of ants, and then today again in the morning, same thing, and there's nothing open, nothing sweet left out. I make sure to clean the countertops every night, make sure everything is clean as can be, but the ants are still here and it's just annoying. So that's a little update on our ant situation if you were interested. I mean, you weren't asking for it, but there you go. But this morning I'm going to be making just a bagel. Just a plain bagel. Sometimes I try to keep it very similar throughout the week just because it makes it easier, because you don't really have to think about it. So because I am home, then I'm able to have more variety in my breakfast. But to be honest, you guys have seen, if I'm working in the office, then I typically do overnight oats. That is just much easier to take on the go, pick up in the morning, pack it, and then leave. So that is usually what happens. But because I am home, then of course I have a little bit more time, more variety, more space to actually make things. So I'm gonna make my bagel, and I'm gonna also have yesterday evening I stopped by Whole Foods to get some bread and some bagels, and I also picked up a matcha, and I didn't finish it because it was later at night, so I am going to drink the rest of it. I'm gonna heat it up in my Keurig frother and make my bagel, and that's going to be my breakfast for Friday. And here's my breakfast for Friday. Got my bagel, got some oranges, and my matcha. It spilled in the microwave, so it's a little messy. But hey, it just means it got a little creamier, I think, right? So I'm just gonna eat my breakfast and head on with my day. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I eat in a week when it comes to my breakfast. Again, I'm able to include a little bit more variety now that I am home, but if you don't, then keep it simple. You could still wake up a couple of minutes earlier and make yourself a bagel, which I would do sometimes, but if that doesn't work, then you could always find a way around it. You can do overnight oats or something along those lines to make it easier for yourself. But that is it for me today. Please give this video a like if you have not already, and please subscribe down below if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!